In the glasshouses, it is extremely important to control the pests and diseases. There's a common misperception that in glasshouses we might have less pest pressure. The opposite is true, because the climate is perfect for our crops to grow in. They are very happy with the temperature and the humidity and the irrigation we give it, but so are the pests and the diseases. We have to really be on our guard and make sure that we know our pests and diseases, how they attack different crops and even different varieties. Because if we are not taking preventative action against these pests, they can cause a lot of damage in our crops. We basically use the 4 pillars of integrated pest management. The first pillar is cultural control. One example is keeping weeds at bay and make sure that the weeds don't become hosts for pests. A second pillar, a very good example of physical control, are these sticky traps that we use, these yellow traps that you can see throughout this greenhouse. The color in those traps are very, very attractive for certain real harmful pests. And because they have glue on both sides of the trap, they actually then fly into this yellow color and get trapped physically. So for flying insects, it's very handy to reduce the population. A third pillar that we use is biological control. Biological control is making use of beneficial insects, and the beneficial insects basically either hunt down the pest or they are parasitic wasps that can lay their eggs inside the pests. And then the fourth pillar, which is chemical control. We use chemicals mostly that are compatible with our beneficial insects, because beneficial insects need to stay healthy. Our aim is to use as little chemicals as possible, the softer chemical options, and to prevent chemical resistance, and how important it is at Flavorite for us to have an integrated approach in our pest and disease control.